So, one right there. How much did that cost? 10 grand for that. Bloody hell, that is more expensive than I was thinking it was going to be. That really was very expensive. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do about it? Multiple ways to get in right here. We are going to have another cell block right there. And then probably others right behind those. It's going to be really weird to see where the other expansions are going to go for the cell blocks. Because I don't know if I'm going to have another one right here. I feel like I will. These middle sections as well are probably going to have laundromats. So we're going to have one right here. Oh. Bit of a fight going on. They got dealt with fairly convincingly. It looks like Stinger right here has already done more crap. I can't believe you're only in for 27 years. That just seems absurd to me. Also, you have an unknown reputation still, but you are seriously injured. I have to imagine you are a bit of a bad nut. And no one likes bad nuts. Absolutely not. We've thrown all the clothes on the floor. Let's have a quick look at needs right now, just to see how everyone's doing. Food needs to be fulfilled. Hello, Merv. You've come out of your little cave. Oh, I zoomed right the hell in there. That was really strange. Also, I do apologize. I've probably been zooming in and out and having a lot of quick movement that's causing a little bit of motion sickness. I do apologize about that. We are going to have another 10 prisoners, I might add. It's not adding to our daily cash flow. It's probably because we have a bunch of new guards that's adding to it. I don't really know. We are nearly under 1 mil, though, which is very scary, which means we just need more prisoners. So I'm just probably going to have 10 a day at the moment. Although we did just spend a bunch of money on this bit. No entrance, unfortunately. That's because I think we just add one here. That should be okay for us. So, double jail door. Having that right there should be able to have the entire thing connected. And then we can just sort of delete the other bits. There we go. What? Okay. Oh, there we go. It just takes a little while to get fully constructed. It seems to do it in sections. I think. There we go. So now we just need to get the lights in. We also need to get power connected within this particular zone. So let's quickly do that as well. So, speaking of power, let's see how we're doing. Not that bad, actually. It's quite good. Although we still need to power quite a few more cookers. So, getting this powered over here is pretty much just a at the moment kind of thing before I make 2 new generators. One for this side, one for the other side. I hate how laggy it is in here. I keep saying that, but you know what? I just feel like I need to specify it. Because it's bloody annoying. At the same time, we should get the water pipe through there. Bit annoying. Tell you what. I think I'd much rather get the water pipe through here just to remain consistent. Anyway, something to spend, I suppose. So it's feeding time now. Let's go to our needs. At the moment, sort of hygiene and exercise, family are going up. We really need phone booths inside the common rooms so they can use them, although I'm pretty sure they're allowed to use the yard. They've had yard time, though, which is quite interesting. They just need to get some shower out of the way, which I'm pretty sure they're okay to use once they reach some free time. But at the moment, food has been completely fulfilled, but only a few hours afterwards. Not a few hours, sort of an hour and 10 minutes it took for them to finish off their meals. Let's get some yard time in there. Let's get 2 hours of yard time. Probably don't need 2 hours of yard time, but I want to get that exercise and family out of the way with. Eventually we can get some comfort in with lockup, and then we'll get some sleep, and that should do the trick. We need phone booths, though, inside. Oh, no, we do have phone booths in here. Okay. And TVs to deal with recreation. Right, there we go. That's all dealt with. Only sleep is in the red now, which is really good to see. Spirituality is becoming a really big thing, though. We might need to deal with that at some point. Right, now let's go for lockup. Was hygiene a problem before? It actually is. Let's quickly... Let's get some shower time. Okay, maybe not. Tell you what, we'll make it free time. That way some of them can have a shower. No, I'm not going to lie, guys. Have a shower, because otherwise we're going to have a bit of screaming going on. Someone's screaming in there. Right, hygiene's been dealt with. Now let's go for lockup. And we should be able to deal with sleep now. Comfort should also be dealt with. Look at all that green. So much satisfaction right now. I'm feeling good about this. It's just a slow and steady increase of prisoners. Right then. So like I said, I would like to get the laundromat around about here. See if we get this area set up. There we go. And it's pretty much the same thing on the other side as well. How big is our laundromat here, though? 17 by 11. So there we go. So one here, one there. And it's going to deal... This laundromat should be able to deal with all the cell blocks that are going to be on this side of the prison and vice versa, essentially. There's a lot of symmetry. I like symmetry. A lot. Didn't know if you realized. Also, we should really get that phone tap sorted out. I went back on my save, didn't I? So... As well as CCTV eventually. For now, I feel pretty content without it. The big thing really at the moment is that prisoner that keeps acting up. Where is he? Springer right here. I think it was Springer. No, it's not Springer, is it? Is it Springer? I don't know. I need to really turn this bloody... Quiet your cell phone. This is really bad. Okay, I have to go into my phone. I do have it off. I don't understand. Right, I'm really confused. Anyway, sorry about that. I do apologize. Oh, we need to wait for an entrance. Let's see. Where do we want the entrance for this? Is there going to be another jail door? For now, it should really be. And I like the idea of the doors being... Oh, you know what? Here and here. This sounds pretty good to me. It's a good amount of accessibility, I feel. My main concern is at the jail doors again. So we're going to need guards to keep them open. Don't know how I feel about that. Tell you what, though. A lot of it is blocked space, apparently. Which is not ideal. Of course, yeah, they can't get in the middle, can they? So making these is a good idea. That should be our laundromat. Now, is the laundromat safe? We can make it safe. We can have metal detectors. Because eventually I'll have the prisoners work in the laundromat. So what I can do is get ready for the eventuality of them possibly stealing things by just having a little gap between the main door, and they could just have metal detectors through there. And I could do the same thing over here once they finish the job. As to whether or not that will happen, can't really tell at the moment. Lack of guards don't help. There we go. Money situation's also... Well, our daily income is not really in much of a change at the moment. Alright, but there we are. That is one of our rooms. Also a little bit of money from the wood, which is always nice. Getting this front bit set up would also be a pretty cool idea. And also getting some CCTV around the admin zone might also be a good idea. At least we have guards patrolling near these doorways now, so they should keep things flowing. Yep, they are, which is pretty great. Or at least that guard should be. I don't know how you did that. I at least want to see if this guy will open the door. Right, there we go. Because it just feels a bit weird when guards are on patrol. Feels like half the time they don't open the door, but I suppose it is just how close they are to everything. Right, there we are. Thank you for that. Can open this just in case. Right then, let's look at needs. Food is a big one, but everything else at the moment is being dealt with, which is great to see. But feeding time is coming up. We've gotten to a good point in our regime. I'm feeling pretty confident. Although I do like the idea of having some yard time between that free time after they've had food. Our new prisoners are coming in. It's snowing, which is not fantastic. So we can have a quick look at our... Is it logistics? Temperature. I think it's still pretty comfortable. Not really on this end, though. But we're generating enough heat where it's not that bad. Let's check on needs. There we are. All the way down. And it's one of those odd things again where we just don't need... We don't need 2 hours. We need 1 hour and 10 minutes. For now, I guess I will just make this into free time. At the moment, yeah, I suppose we could just make it free time. We do have the yard time coming up, but I don't really want them to go outside. Tell you what, we don't have any... Oh, zoom all the way in there. We don't have any floor types right here. Or floor tiles. So we will make some metal ones. Anyway, that's neat. Oh, we had our new prisoners. Here they are. They're all chilling out here. I think we're going to get a few more. There we go. I'm pretty sure they're... No, that's all of them. Right, here we go. Simon Stacy, sentenced to 8 years for torture. Once again, torture in this universe doesn't seem to be that much of a big deal. It's more... I mean, 8 years isn't necessarily a slap on the wrist. You know, it's still a long time. But it depends... What kind of torture? What do you do? Exactly. Like, it's too vague. You know, it doesn't necessarily explain the full extent of their torture. Were they just emotionally abusive? You could still call that torture, just not of the physical sense. Anyway, you're a different one. Neil Longarm. I don't know. You do look a little like Andy Murray. I'm not gonna lie. You probably do have a long arm, and by that I mean you're probably good at tennis, which is all pretty good, I would say. So, Neil Longarm, how do you say it? Berovetes? I do apologize. Neil was convicted of taking 20 hostages and killing them all, simply because one of them took his sandwich and refused to fess up. Wait, he got 13 years for grievous bodily harm. What? It just said he killed 20 hostages. See, I always hate it when these biographies don't make any sense to what... their crime, because the crime they get is just random, but their biographies are sort of made by people and then thrown onto the main system. It's a bit odd. Dan Morgan, obviously some of them, that's not the case, they're just randomly generated. Sentenced to 50 years for model crimes including murder and murder. Double murder. There we are. Avery Jr., Sarge right here, thought to have been killed during the final days of the Human Covenant War. What the fuck? Johnson was actually knocked unconscious and imprisoned by the Office of Naval Intelligence for reasons unknown. 17 years for armed robbery. What the hell? Stooped so low, you little bugger. Stephen Woods. Stephen? I think it's Stephen. Stephen Woods, 14 years for aggravated assault. Paul Eaton, sentenced to 18 years for armed robbery. Oh. Antrex Diablo. Is that Anthrax? Anthrax Diablo, no. Antexeret. What the hell? That is not a word that I understand. I don't know how to read that. Right, Diablo, great. The attempt to seize power in the world, numerous murders, terrorism. Let me read that again. The attempt to seize power in the world, numerous murders, terrorism. What? The manifestation of evil in its purest form. Sentenced to 26 years for model crimes including murder and assault. You get 1 year for assault? I was really weirded out because it was 26 years. But I know you get 25 for murder. But you get 1 for assault? What's the point? You may as well just put them in community service or something. James Gaskin. Sentenced to 21 years for model crimes including torture, false imprisonment, and perjury. Let me guess, you're falsely imprisoned. Robert Arctic Zagami. Robert Arctic Zagami's file has been redacted, so we don't know why he's here. Or for how long? What we do know is that you shouldn't get between him and his pudding. Or him watching his stories. Sentenced to 65 years for multiple crimes including grievous bodily harm, assault, and aggravated assault. See, I don't know why aggravated assault is really bad. That warrants 11 extra years, the aggravated bit. Because you were aggravated during the assault, I imagine that's not necessary. I mean, it was aggravated assault. But normal assault, 1 year, you know. But aggravated, we're at 11. Fuck it, why not? Assaulting an officer gets you less than aggravated assault, which I seem to... It's a bit weird, because you're sort of... You're against the system, yo. Which I feel like is going to get you more shit in prison. Also, yeah, I might add, he's not going to really... Things are not going to go well with the officers here. Anyway. Zardon. All hail Zardon. A long time ago in a galaxies far, far away, Zardon was a rich merchant trading his wares and killing his foes. But on one day, it all ended. Everything went black, only to wake in a high-security prison in another galaxy. Sentenced to 11 years for multiple crimes to torture and torture. I don't get it. Why'd you get 6 years for this torture, but 5 years for this torture? Once again, the game has sort of a weird background code or something where it says, okay, so this torture wasn't as bad as this torture, so we're going to give you more leniency, even though you're still going to be in prison for 16 years or whatever it was. I think it was 11 years actually for him. I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore. Just go back to utilities, just live my life knowing that I don't know anymore, and that will be that, essentially. You know, I don't think I need to really worry too much about my current situation or predicament or anything for that particular matter, because you know what? Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Stay indoors. Good. Good. Well, these have been... It's very productive. 2 episodes. Comfort is really bad. What the hell? Okay, lockup's coming up. 2 hours of lockup. That's not too bad then. So comfort should be able to be dealt with. Or we should be able to deal with comfort. In fact, clothing's starting to get a bit high again. Are we running a bit low on... I'll tell you what, though. Daily cash flow, not bad. Get another 10 prisoners. 250. So right now we have... Still got more guards than prisoners, but eventually that will change. What is the ratio for guards versus prisoners? Is there sort of 1 guard for every 3 prisoners? That sounds pretty good to me. That's probably what I would like to see. Sounds pretty good to me. That's what I like to see. I don't know where I'm really going with this, but I imagine I might. Sure, why not? So getting the laundromat set up in here, I don't need to do that right now. I like where it is here. We are dealing with... Oh, you know what? Clothing might be bad because we don't have enough sort of laundry machines. No, I think it's just because we have a bunch of new people coming in. There seems to be clothes everywhere. This is disgusting. Let's get ourselves some more guards. Let's get 2 more guards. Right now we are still at a bit of a guard shortage. How are we doing on food? See, this food right now, or dinner time, I feel like our spacing right now for food is dead on. It's perfect. We don't really need to sort of change that, because they start to get sort of more hungry as it gets close enough to feeding time. Although we could probably have it maybe an hour earlier. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. Just thought I'd let you know. What am I going to do with this bit? I think this will end up being an extension to the infirmary. Same thing with the storage down here, because this little bit, I don't know what the hell to do with this. The hell do I do with it? Is it just an outside bit I can have where it's just filled with a bunch of bins for aesthetical purposes? That sounds like a pretty good idea. Might end up doing that. Just a gravel floor and it's just an outside bit. It would be a cool little bit of aesthetic that I feel like people would appreciate. Also, I'm pretty sure it's food coming out. No, it's lockup. She's going to deal with comfort and warmth, and also all their bowel issues that have, you know, started to prominently, well, surface. Showers, hygiene seems to be a big one, but you know what? We have hygiene right after yard time at 7, which, you know what, we don't need right now. So I'm pretty sure we could just have a shower right after feeding time. Okay, so let's see. So they make their way all the way... Well, they get all the way over to the canteen. By the time they're all in there, it's past. And they're all being fed. Well, they're all eating. Oh, they need that extra little bit, don't they? It's really annoying. That's very, very annoying. What do we have here before? I can't remember. What do we need there? Yard time. Although it's going to be kind of pointless, because as soon as I get in there, it's going to be shower time. I suppose I can have the little bit extra when it comes to yard time. We should get 10 more prisoners, and I think that will put us in the green when it comes to making money. Of course, we still have a mill, which is quite nice. But expanding our prison is still something that we need to do. Right, there we are. Warmth is a bit of a problem again. Not many of them are doing much with family. Right, some of you have a shower. End of day shower seems to be a really good idea. Having 2 showers a day is really helping out. Let's get some lockup. I think the shower time also deals with their warmth right after yard time, so that's good. So they can deal with bladder, sleep, family, you know, it's not great. Comfort, though, being dealt with. Even though there's no thing to say that we're actively dealing with it. I don't understand why that's the case, but I guess because they're sleeping, their comfort just goes down. So there we are. Well, the need is satisfied. That's what I'm trying to say. But there we are. Has it been a productive 2 episodes? I don't know. We haven't done much expansion when it comes to the actual prison. We've just been sort of slowly integrating more prisoners to our system. What I will be doing is probably, hopefully off camera, just adding another cell block right here, just designing the whole thing again, because you probably don't want to see me do that. And then in the future, we should be able to just clone little pieces of it and, you know, recreate it. And since we have one that's facing this way, one that's facing that way, it means that when we do make another cell block right here, it should be able to work out by just sort of copying and pasting it over in slight chunks. We should be okay. And perhaps another cell block right here. It really does depend. We got our laundromat sorted out. We also need to get ourselves a sort of religious area so that everyone can deal with the current need that is rising, being spirituality. Alcohol is a new one as well, but drugs is still just the one person. 1 prisoners have this need. That's not good. Someone has contraband then, surely. But oh well. Anyway. Thank you all very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe with that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel and Twitch for live streams. Yeah. Feel really stuck right now. What the hell am I doing with myself? Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.